Basketball, taking a look at the top uncommitted players. Cederian Morgan right there as the top uncommitted wide receiver, coming in number 3 overall. For more, let's send it out to him and Tom Loy in Alabama.
We are live here in Alexander City, Alabama for the announcement of 5-star wide receiver Cederian Morgan. This is one of the top overall players in the class of 2026. He is the number 11 overall player in the country. He's 6'4", 210 pounder. He's got offers from all over the place. Cederian, we are finally here. This has been a crazy last 12 to 24 months for you. You've blown up nationally. How does it feel to finally be here on commitment day?
It's a blessing. You know, this is something that I wanted to do since I was 6 years old. And for me, you know, work hard at it every single day and be at this position that I'm in. I'm just thankful.
You said you're thankful, you're grateful. Who do you have to thank? I know not everybody can see this at home, but this gym is absolutely packed with people, friends, family. Who do you have to thank for being here?
First, my family, you know, especially my mom with the sacrifices she made, taking me to camps, practice, and all that. And then, you know, just the fan base, my friends, coaches, everybody that, you know, pushed me and motivated me for to be who I am.
You got a Final 5. I want to talk about each of them quickly. Let's start with Alabama, one of your top schools. They've been it since day one. What do you like about the Tide?
Just the tradition they had to win, you know. And with the new staff there, what they done did with the offense as far as passing-wise, I feel like if I decided to go there, I see myself succeeding.
Auburn, the rival for Alabama. What do you like about the Tigers?
Coach Davis, he's been recruiting me since my freshman year, so I just feel like our relationship with them is really unmatched. And like I said, if I decided to go there, they got a good program, and they done started doing good things with receivers, too.
Colorado made a huge push. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, all over you. What do you like about the Buffs?
Just the way Coach Prime carries himself and the swag about his team, and I feel like they're building something special there also.
Florida's been a school that you've always told me since day one. That's a big, big player. I saw some Florida gear here as well. What do you like about the Gators?
When I very first went to visit Florida, I just felt different. But like the coaches, how they interact with me, my family, and just the players out there as well. I got a lot of good communication with the players and also the coaches' family. They show me love. So every time I go to Florida, I have a good time.
Last but certainly not least, the Georgia Bulldogs. What is it about Kirby Smart and his crew there in Athens that appeals to you?
With Kirby, he know how to win. You know, he been winning for a long time. And Georgia, the way they develop players and get them to the league is at a very high rate. So I feel like they'll be able to develop me and get me to where I need to be.
One last question before we get to the commitment. When you were picking a school, when you were narrowing it all down, what were some of the factors involved that school possessed that the one you're headed to?
Really just communication. You know, I ain't want to be that guy that they offered and then I didn't hear from, but mainly communication, and then just could those coaches get me to the league and develop me and make me a better receiver.
All right, I think that's what everybody's waiting for. The moment is yours. It's time to tell everybody where you are continuing your athletic and academic career.
Well, for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be going to. Hold on.
All right, you're gonna have to wait 2 more minutes.
Yep, you are going to have to wait 2 more minutes. Maybe he needs more time. Maybe there's a surprise for Cederian Morgan. Taking a look at that again, 5 stars, nationally ranked 11th, second in his position at wide receiver. As Tom mentioned, pretty much every school in the country was after him, including some of the top schools like Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida. Colorado wanted him so bad. Could he potentially choose them? We'll tell you on the other side of this break.
Go. The 2025 live CBS Sports NFL schedule is here. 18 glorious Sundays.
He's got his receiver touchdown.
Filled with rematches.
Oh, the play of the year.
And rivalries.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Plus, plenty of superstar showdowns. And an epic matchup between the Chiefs and Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Clear your Sundays beginning September 7th for the NFL on CBS and Paramount+.
Someone targeted our daughter.
What are we going to do about it? I've got an idea.
Let's go.
NCIS Tony and Ziva streaming this fall on Paramount+.
One of the best movies of the year
Hit it.
is now streaming on Paramount+.
What are we dealing with here?
There's a hostage situation.
Get the crew in.
It's gripping from beginning to end.
We can't make one mistake.
September 5, now streaming on Paramount+.
The most original musical ever is now streaming on Paramount+.
I'm just giving the people what they want.
Better Man absolutely sizzles from start to finish. Better Man, now streaming on Paramount+.
This is Chicago. The street's always gonna have a villain.
To protect the city, we have to do something. Women, it's time to get to work.
The Shot, new season streaming May 16th, only on the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan.
These are the voyagers of the Patrick Starship Enterprise.
Where's the sponge?
We're dream.
Whether you like SpongeBob, Star Trek, or both, find your mountain on Paramount+.
Hi. Novocaine?
Novocaine.
Novocaine is now streaming on Paramount+.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, you're strong.
It's wildly entertaining and an absolute blast.
I'm in.
Novocaine, rated R, now streaming on Paramount+.
I wasn't ready to die.
The wait is over.
I need to know what happened.
Discover the mystery everyone's been talking about. School Spirits, every episode of all seasons now streaming on Paramount+.
What's he like? The happy-faced killer?
You mean my dad? Be glad you never have to know.
You think that you're so much better than me. You were just like your old man.
I'm not like you at all.
Broke himself.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Mobland, new series now streaming on Paramount+.
She knows, and I know she knows. And that goes a little something like this. Here we go. Little something, little tune to play, make a good time
Breaking news here on HQ. Five-star wide receiver Cederian Morgan about to make his commitment right now. Class of 2026, #1 player coming out of the state of Alabama, #2 wide receiver in the nation. 31 offers from some of the top schools in the country. Last time we saw Cederian, he was about to announce his commitment, stood up, said he needed a moment. Let's send it out to Tom Lloyd to find out exactly what's going down.
Alabama Crimson Tide. What a massive pickup for head coach Kalen DeBoer. Crimson Tide have a top 10 recruiting class. Here we go. Hopefully everybody still got me. Cederian. All right. So we got you now. Hopefully you guys can hear us at home. Cederian, Tell everybody at home, why Alabama? How did the Crimson Tide get this done?
Man, it's just my own relationship with Coach Shepard, and this is the own program I want to be a part of ever since I was younger, so I made the dream come true.
When did you tell DeBoer that you were going to be a Crimson Tide, and how did it all play out behind the scenes?
I felt the love they showed me on the OV, so at the OV I announced it, and everybody was happy for me, but I respect them for keeping it a secret and waiting to this moment.
And then lastly, for all the Crimson Tide fans at home, everybody here, what is Alabama getting in Cederian Morgan?
A straight dog. I'm coming to work. I'm coming to produce as a freshman. I'm finna get back to the national championship.
Awesome. Huge pickup for Alabama with 5-star wide receiver Cederian Morgan. Amanda, we will send it back to you. Thank you all for watching.
Tom, we appreciate it. Alabama, which was the top 10 recruiting class. Taking a look there, though, Cederian Morgan, #2 receiver in the class of 2026 behind Tristan Keys, who is now committed to LSU, deciding to stay in his home state of Alabama. They get a baller. He finished last season with 70 catches, 1,162 yards, 14 touchdowns, a big pickup for Kalen DeBoer and Alabama. Coming up, we'll talk more about those recruiting rankings. Alabama definitely moving up with the addition of Cederian Morgan. We'll break that down with Tom on the other side.
Here we go. The 2025 CBS Sports NFL schedule is here. 18 glorious Sundays.
He's got his receiver touchdown.
Filled with rematches.
Oh, the play of the year.
And rivalries.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Plus, plenty of superstar showdowns and an epic matchup between the Chiefs and Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Clear your Sundays beginning September 7th for the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Someone targeted our daughter.
What are we going to do about it? I've got an idea.
Let's go.
NCIS Tony and Ziva streaming this fall on Paramount Plus.
One of the best movies of the year is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
What are we dealing with here? There's a hostage situation. Get the crew in.
It's gripping from beginning to end.
We can't make one mistake.
September 5, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
The most original musical ever is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
I'm just giving the people what they want.
Better Man absolutely sizzles from start to finish. Better Man now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is Chicago. The street's always gonna have a villain.
To protect the city, we have to do something. Women, it's time to get to work.
The Shot. New season streaming May 16th. Only on the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan.
These are the voyagers of the Patrick Starship Enterprise.
Where's the sponge?
Weird dream.
Whether you like SpongeBob, Star Trek, or both, find your mountain on Paramount Plus.
Hi. Novocaine?
Novocaine!
Novocaine is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, you're strong!
It's wildly entertaining and an absolute blast.
I'm in.
Novocaine, rated R, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
I wasn't ready to die.
The wait is over.
I need to know what happened.
Discover the mystery everyone's been talking about. School Spirits. Every episode of all seasons now streaming on Paramount Plus.
What's he like? The happy-faced killer?
You mean my dad? Be glad you never have to know.
You think that you're so much better than me. You're just like your old man.
I'm not like you at all.
Problem solved.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Mobland, new series now streaming on Paramount Plus.
She knows, and I know she knows. And that goes a little something like this. Here we go. Little something, little tune to play, make the good times
this just in on HQ, the number 2 wide receiver in the class of 2026, Cederian Morgan, has made his decision, made his commitment right here on CBS Sports HQ, and he will be headed to Alabama, staying in the state. He was the number 1 wide receiver coming out, and number 1 player overall, I should say, coming out of the state of Alabama. Number 2 wide receiver in the nation, number 11th player overall. Had 70 catches last season for more than 1,000 yards, 14 touchdowns, helped his team make the first round of the state playoffs. Alabama was a top 10 team when it came to those recruiting rankings, now moving up to number 6, just sitting behind Ohio State. Let's welcome in Tom Loy, who is there for all the commotion. I don't know if things have quieted down a little bit. Before we get to Cederian, talk to us about Alabama and how this 2026 recruiting class is now shaping up.
This class for Alabama is incredible. It's the 3rd 5-star commitment for them, and they got more on the way. They already landed 5-star linebacker Xavier Griffin. They landed 5-star cornerback Jordan Edmonds, and Cederian Morgan was the absolute must-get for Kalen DeMoore and his staff. So this is exactly what they needed. This was a huge home run victory. After Auburn really landed everybody in state last year, Alabama needed to keep him home.
And you mentioned it when you were talking to him. So many teams, especially Colorado, is after him. He really liked Florida, decided to go to Alabama. 6'4", he's a big guy. What can we expect from him on the field for the Crimson Tide?
Look, Cederian Morgan is raw. He's got a long way to go. He's not a finished prospect. He's not a finished prospect quite yet, but this kid is absolutely special. Terrell Owens, who's in the building, NFL Hall of Famer, his own coach thinks that Cederian Morgan's got even more potential, more upside to be the next great from Benjamin Russell High School. So this is a huge win. Alabama fans need to be extremely fired up. Sure, he may take a year, but this is a kid who our director of scouting, Andrew Ivins, believes is the next big thing at the wide receiver position. Huge, huge victory for the Crimson Tide today.
Congratulations to Kalen DeBoer, the Crimson Tide, and to Cederian's family. That was quite the show that they put on for his recruitment there and his announcing of his commitment. 24/7, if you'd like to read more about Cederian Morgan and anything in the world of college sports, just make sure to head to their website. Coming up, it looks like the Knicks have their man, their next head coach potentially, and Mike Brown, what this means for the team coming up.
Here we go. The 2025 CBS Sports NFL schedule is here.